And welcome back. Yes, my name is Lenny and this is R.T.B Models, working closely with Frontline Model Hobbies, and I'm here to give you another review. And no, not on my hands, of this. The Zoukei-Mura F-4EJ Phantom 2. Oh, right, now, firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the box lid off for you. And you can see that it is absolutely packed full of plastic or styrene. And now what I'm going to do is spend the next 5 minutes taking everything out of the bags, and what we'll do is I'll video some key areas and points of the actual kit itself, and then what I'll do is I'll take some stills and a few pictures of the instructions and the decals. Now the instructions, there is a big booklet. Spit it out, Lenny. I will. So what I'll do is I'll just take a few pictures of that and add them onto the end of the video. Okay, so give me 5 minutes and I'll be back with you with your review. Okay, jumping straight in with the instrument panels. As you can see, they're very nicely done. The detail is excellent. It really is. It's nice, it's crisp, and it will paint really well. You do get decals for this in the kit. I won't be using them. I will be painting the actual instrument panels, and hopefully on a how-to I will show you how I do it. Okay, sneaking in, we do have one of the horizontal stabilizers. Again, as you can see, very nicely molded with recessed and raised details. On this one, as you can see, we do have some of the pylons, but point to note is the actual top of the spine of the actual fuselage, which is excellent because you don't have that annoying seam line to be eradicated all the way from the top of the fuselage. And speaking of the fuselage, here we go, port side of the fuselage. As you can see, the recessed detail is very nicely done. It's very crisp, and if you haven't noticed already on the kit parts, there's not 1 ounce of flash anywhere. So win-win. So looking at the rear of the fuselage, where the orangey fiery things come out of, you do have obviously the metal work that's going to be on the actual aircraft. Again, very nicely done, and it is textured. So once you've painted it and you weathered it how you like it, it really is going to look that little bit more realistic. However, there are a couple of things, as in ejector pin marks, which you'll need to get rid of. One being there in the fuselage, and oops, there's one there in the intake which you'll have to get rid of. The two at the back, I wouldn't worry about it because you're not going to see it. Okay, now looking at the top of the wings. Again, as you can see, the detailing is absolutely fantastic. It's nice and crisp, and it goes well with the actual fuselage halves as well. Yes, I have had a look. And speaking of the fuselage, there you go. There is the bottom of it with the bottom part of the wings. Again, the detail is fantastic. It is really nice, and it is a wash is going to make that pop out no end. So big thumbs up for me. And just quickly looking on to the other side, again we can see the actual air brake system, the innards of that, very nicely done and replicated. Now look at these. Now you do get 2 full engines, and again they are very nicely molded. Also you do get obviously your intakes. They're not one piece, but I'm not really too bothered about that. Speaking of the other parts of the engine, there you got the burner cans, your compressor fans, and oh look, there's a wheel. All very nicely molded, and again guys, I cannot see 1 ounce of flash anywhere on this kit. Now I'm not sure if it's the voices in my head telling me this, however, I think you do get 2 kinds of wheel bay, or the front wheel bay on this kit. Like I said, I'm not too sure, but anyway, shut up. Look at the detail on that. That is absolutely fantastic. Really nicely done. And on that sprue as well, you do get your air brakes and part of the intakes as well on there. Oh yeah, point to note as well, you get the gun cover as well, and that is one piece. So again, seam line, no thank you, you don't get one. Okay, quickly just moving on to the armament wise, you do get some sidewinders and some other fiery rockety things, but I won't be using them on this kit because they're not used. Anyway, the rendition of the AIM 9s is very, very nice, and you do get the chance to actually use different kinds. You also get a boarding ladder, and also you do get other ECM pods which you can put on. Okay, just looking at the last sprue now. Basically we're looking more into the cockpit again. Now what we got is the ejector seats, and now as you can see they are very, very nicely moulded. They are multi-parts, but unfortunately you don't get any seat harnesses for them, either in F-4EJ or decals. So you can either source your own or get a pilot or pilots. So last bit on the same sprue is just part of the front fuselage undercarriage bit, and again it's very nicely done, nicely moulded, and not with an ounce of flash. Okay, just before we go on to the still pictures, just wanted to go through very quickly with you the instructions. Now with the instructions I'm not going to be photographing the whole lot, because what you'll see is it is an absolute novel. There are a lot of stages, but what I can tell you is that I've never used instructions like this before. However, they do look incredibly well planned out. I'm not just saying it because of the kit, I'm saying it because it generally is. So there is a nice touch on that one. So I'll take a few pictures, not too many. Lastly, I just want to show you the actual decals for it as well, and they are absolutely scrumptious. But yeah, just get on with it. Right, basically you've got your main ones there, and you've got your Justin Bieber ones here. If you don't know me, Justin Bieber decals are the ones that are unfortunately have to be there and are completely irritating. There you go. So you've got your Justin Biebers there, and also you've got your call outs and everything else like that to do with the decals and the paints as well. Again, I shall photograph this for you so you can have a look at it in a little bit more detail. So then on to the still photographs, and I would just like to say please view at your leisure, pause and have a look, and basically just to say thank you for watching the video, and also to Rob at Frontline Model Hobbies for able to supply this kit for me. Now you may think that I'm either being sponsored by something or Zoukei-Mura because of my enthusiasm about the kit. You're wrong, I'm not. I'm just enthusiastic because A, it's a Phantom, and B, it is an awesome looking kit, and from what I've heard it goes together really well, so I'm really looking forward to it. So anyway, join me shortly on the start of the video build, and it will be, I think, an absolute pleasure. So until then, you take care, watch the rest of the stills, and I shall see you on the next video.